that chest and bring me the camera you put in it? Ted Main would be proud.
I'm an investigative reporter.
That so?
I just want the real story, Mr. Mason.
At what cost to yourself?
What is that supposed to mean?
You're not above using rumor or innuendo, are you?
I do what I have to do to get the truth.
Charlie, what you have to do is to make sure it's possible to tell the difference between you and Ted Main.
And you can't.
If I were running your network, I'd give you Ted Main's show. You'd be a perfect replacement.
Can I quote you on that?
Definitely.
What was that all about?
Just exchanging points of view.
She could use a new one.
She's a good reporter, Ken. She's a bright and talented young woman. I like her.
You could have fooled me.
And that's not so easy. Those are the police photos.
Yeah. Okay. Ted Main comes home. He takes a shower, he pours himself a drink, and that's when the killer comes. Now, since there's no sign of forced entry, he probably let the killer in himself.
And since a glass of brandy with his fingerprints all over it was sitting out on the bar, the glass of scotch that was found on the floor must have been meant for his killer.
So he pours him or her a drink, turns around and gets stabbed in the chest. He drops the glass, falls to the floor, and dies.
How'd whatever was sitting there, how did it get broken?
It's a bull. Maybe he staggered into it and knocked it over.
No, he would have left a trail of blood both ways. Why should that have been broken?
Doesn't make sense.
How did the killer know Roxanne would be wearing a red dress that night?
That doesn't make sense either. Maybe her assistant told someone.
No, no reason to. Look, you take the red dress, I'll take the bull.
Pleasant surprise.
Look, Mason just raked me over the coals. I don't need it from you two.
Well, I got news for you. Mason actually likes you.
Got a pretty funny way of showing it.
Part of his charm, I guess. Now I gotta go.
Wait. I've been thinking, I want to help.
I bet.
Now, just listen a second, okay? I realize that I've been fairly obnoxious. And, I feel really bad about what happened the other day. Is that enough of an apology for you? Ken? Please don't make this any tougher for me than it already is.
Get in.
Mind if I ask you a question?
I wouldn't know how to stop you.
Are we going somewhere specifically, or are we just out for a drive?
Okay, here's the plan. The killer had to know that Roxanne was going to wear a red dress the night of the murder.
Oh, I heard about Mason's little trick in the courtroom, all those mysterious ladies in red. Very smart. Wish we had been there. Sorry.
As I was saying, I was on my way to Roxanne's suite at the Hotel St. Clair.
So you're gonna figure out how the killer knew about that dress.
I want to try.
Ken,
Yes?
I think you're going about this entirely the wrong way.
What are you talking about?
The Hotel St. Clair is back that way. You should have turned left about 6 blocks ago.
I knew that. Just seeing if you're paying attention.
Thank you, Miss Street, for agreeing to testify. Proceed, Mr. Mason.
Miss Street, this is the murder weapon. Now, I recently asked you to buy a knife identical to the one in this photo, did I not? It's similar to the murder weapon.
Yes, you did.
And were you able to do that?
Yes, I was.
With what degree of success?
Bailiff? I found a dozen similar knives.
Your Honor, at this time, I'd like to request that those knives be entered into evidence as defense exhibits 15, 16, 17, 18, through 26.
I object!
Your Honor, anyone could have gone out and bought a knife just like the ones on that table and the one in that photograph and used it to kill Ted Main and then planted it in Roxanne's car.
Objection! Now Mr. Mason is testifying.
Thank you, Miss Street, that's all.
No question.
Are you trying to say that I helped somebody frame Roxanne?
No,
No.
not at all.
Maybe you told somebody about the dress inadvertently?
The only person I talked to about that dress was Roxanne.
Was the dress in this room the whole time?
Yes,
You didn't need to press it or anything?
of course. But it only took a couple of minutes.
Can you show us where you pressed it?
This is where I did it.
I have much better things to do with my time, thanks.
Roxanne, how do you feel about Ted Main?
Wait. The next time I see him, I'm gonna lay him this for his rotten little heart!
Did you mean it when you said that, Ms. Shields?
Of course not.
Then why did you say it?
Because I was hurt. And I was humiliated, and I was mad, but I never would have really killed him.
We've heard Mr. Wyman swear under oath that the woman who went up to Ted Main's apartment the night he was murdered was wearing Roxanne perfume. Now, it's called Roxanne because you endorse it. Is that correct?
Yes,
Is this the perfume you endorse?
it's the Roxanne bottle. Yes, this is Roxanne.
Would you put some on your left wrist, please? One would assume that because you endorse Roxanne perfume, you also wear it.
One would assume that, yes.
In point of fact, you do not wear it, do you?
No,
You do not wear any perfume, do you?
no.
Isn't it true that you are so allergic to the ingredients commonly found in perfume that you take antihistamines just to be in the same room with women who do wear perfume?
Yes, that is very true.
If you try wearing even a little perfume, what happens?
This happens.
Is this what you were looking for?
Depends on the view.
You've seen 4 rooms already. The view is basically the same.
Well, some are better than others.
Molansky? Looks like this is the one.
Looks like you're right.
The genuine article is now on sale. The minivans that have outsold all others combined. Chrysler's first national minivan sale. Dodge Caravan, Plymouth Voyager, and Chrysler Town & Country now offer a $500 rebate, plus up to an additional $1,600 cash back on popular family options like quad seating, anti-lock brakes, and built-in child seats. And right now, the genuine article Chrysler minivans are on sale. In the minivan business, you lead, follow, or get out of the way.
Don't look good.
Well, you're stuck here.
Oh, man, how we gonna get out of here, man? Wait a minute.
Sound like isn't bad. Sure looks like it. That's that new KFC honey barbecue chicken.
New KFC honey barbecue fried chicken in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods. Now try new KFC honey barbecue chicken, 8 pieces, just $5.99, or a 2-piece snack, just $1.99.
You know, I found something really special while shopping at Hallmark for Mother's Day. A $5 savings on birthday cards in June. Just make a $5 purchase, get a $5 savings. Really.
Call 1-800-HALLMARK for a participating store near you. Then come in and ask for your $5 savings certificate.
A $5 savings with a $5 purchase. It's great.
It's our Mother's Day gift to you. See you at Hallmark.
Okay, Kenny Moscow, Cinderella story from Long Island, New York. Puts it up. Yes, 2 points. The crowd's going crazy. He passes it out. They pass it back. He's got the hot hand. He pops it. Whoa, whoa, he was hacked unmercifully. There's a whistle. He's going in now for the slam dunk. Yes, Mr. Hustle, the money man. And once again, he sets up for the famous hook shot. 5-7, and he's got a hook shot. Unheard of, unheralded. Woo! I love this game. I love this game.
When you spend this much time and effort finding fresh vegetables, shouldn't your fat-free dressing be just as fresh? New Good Seasons for fat-free dressing. You make it fresh yourself with no oil. A unique blend of herbs and spices makes it taste great. And just 10 calories. New Good Seasons for fat-free dressing. Because any way you shake it, the best fat-free is the fresh fat-free.
Thursday, TV's greatest host becomes Primetime's biggest guest star. Johnny Carson comes to Cheers in a history-making salute.
You bust my joke, Johnny Carson!
Then, this plane is going down in the most shocking cliffhanger of all time.
Prepare for water landing. We're going in.
Will anyone survive the Wings season finale? NBC Thursday.
Thursday, he used Gwen, he used Arnie, all to get ahead. This week, the lowlife worm gets what's coming to him. Tune in, America. It's gonna be beautiful. All new L.A. Law Thursday.
Of all the weapons used in the world in the last 40 years, none had more power than this one.
NBC Movie of the Week will return following these messages.
An NBC Olympic moment brought to you by J.C. Penney.
Greg Louganis' Storybook Olympics almost came to a premature close. With 4 stitches in his head, Louganis climbed back up and eventually captured gold on the springboard. Then on the platform, 14-year-old Shang Ni stood between Louganis and Olympic history. Louganis needed near perfection on his final dive. Louganis was voted the outstanding U.S. athlete of these games.
At the JCPenney Mother's Day sale, you'll find gifts that will really make Mom's day. Like black and white dresses for $59.99 and $69.99. But why not also make Mom's night? With 14-karat gold at 40 to 50% off. Gemstones at 30% off. Or for late into the night, sleepwear, 25% off. JCPenney. For Mother's Day and Mother's Night.
Good news. At Roxanne's hotel, there's a room in an adjacent wing that looks directly into Annie Boland's office.
And that's how the killer knew what Roxanne was wearing the night of the murder. See, she rented the room and she watched Annie press the dress.
Actually, we figured that much out thanks to Charlie.
Who rented the room?
Well, we know that it was a woman.